by Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Can Nikola Jokic and his Nuggets win game 2 and keep the series close? We'll find out in moments. Houston has a very good team, but they are Team 6, and Denver is Team 3. All right, let's get to that game. Game number 2 of the series, folks. Rockets leading 1-0. Remember, go to jablamsports.com for all your stats, series, and information. Go there, click on the simulation, click on NBA, and you'll find all you want on these NBA playoffs. Here we go.
Some NBA basketball for you. We have the Houston Rockets going up against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. For the Nuggets, with a loss in Game 1, they surrendered home court advantage in the series. Tonight, a crucial game for them as they seek to remain in contention. Well, you talk about playing with pressure early in a series after dropping Game 1. Shaq, how badly does this team need to win tonight?
If they lose, I can see the fans leaving with paper bags over their heads in embarrassment. That said, I think they right the ship and get the win.
Well, check this out, guys. I was on a team. Lester Young. We were going 0-2 at home. We played 2 games at home, went 0-2, and won the series. But the odds are stacked against you, but you got to have supreme confidence in yourself to do that.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Shaq. Wonderful answers. And I mean this.
The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department as they made their entrance tonight, hoping to make an impression on their home floor. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado. We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Tip-off goes to Denver. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Passes to Jokic. Clock at 6. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Westbrook against Murray. Jokic grabs the miss.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Harris kicks to Murray. Pass to Millsap. Shoots the 3. The shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. They won in their last outing, Saturday's game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Now Murray. after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. Jokic inside, defended by Covington. Jokic, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Over Millsap. And it's Gordon missing. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Stolen by Gordon. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
A difficult cover on the break. Tucker can beat you both squaring up and at the rim.
Harden against Harris. Deep two from Murray. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Westbrook. Offensive rebound. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Murray against Westbrook. Stolen by Harden. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Yes, that goes in.
Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside the defense, doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Harden against Harris. Porter looking it over. Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Porter. Denver passing it around. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. Now here's Carroll. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And there's the pass to Plumlee. Barton against Green. Barton passes to Plumlee. To the paint. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Murray outside. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And McLemore kicks to House. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot up. Rivers off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray right side. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Pass to House. Now here's Carroll. Now here's Green. That one misses. Plumlee with some nice D. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Teardrop shot. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Here is House. Martin defending. Carroll passes to Rivers. Unloads. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Rockets lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. You know, I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Bill Barton is out there with Von. Then there's Murray. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Murray outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. House kicks to McLemore. Here's Rivers. And that one hits back iron.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Timeout called the Rockets. For Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Porter comes in for Morris, and it's Gary Harris in for Jamal Murray. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Harden surveying the D. Passes it to Westbrook. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Over Harris. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. Harden passes to Porter. Over Westbrook. Porter kicks to Jokic. With the teardrop. And Vonleh with the basket on the assist by Jokic.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Barton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rockets leading by 6. For 3, Westbrook. He can't hit that time. And it's Denver the other way. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Porter, no luck. Here's Gordon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Harris passes to Jokic. Shoots over Tucker. And another miss by Denver.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Gordon. Sweet little floater. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And here's Barton. Here's Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. They need this. Barton, no luck. Rockets leading by 10. Harden dishes to Westbrook. Shoots a 3. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Noah Vonleh. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton. Harden against Harris. Kicks it to Morris. 1:32 left in the first half. 5 on the clock. Harris inside the line. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Harden. Over Porter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the night. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Daniel House comes in for Robert Covington. Then McLemore, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Free throw good, James Harden.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. Down low, here's Millsap. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
You know, it took a little time for Millsap to develop and blossom into the NBA player he is, but once he did blossom, this guy became a star quickly.
Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to House. Feeds to Green. He kicks to Rivers. The pass to McLemore. Here's Carroll. Here's Rivers. Buries the long-range jumper. Rivers has got 5.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Rivers, following the miss by Michael Porter. For the 3, a nice shot by Rivers. He's got 8.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And so it's Houston controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Round 1 action of the playoffs continuing on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at the Rockets, they're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they generated. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Gordon in at the 3. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Good on the bucket. Porter's got his first basket.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Now here's Westbrook. Misses from close range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wide open look here for Murray. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Harden against Harris. Takes the 13-footer and the basket by Harden. Harden's got 9.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray. Just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Westbrook scanning the floor. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Murray against Westbrook. Murray kicks to Jokic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Murray. Millsap with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Porter. A putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Westbrook, no good.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
A nice shot by Harris.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Westbrook. Gary Harris making his last shot. In it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Good substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Noah Vonleh comes in for Paul Millsap. Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And a change for the Rockets. House is checked in. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Morris tried to free himself up. Plumlee, no luck. Rockets leading by 17. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Gordon against Barton. Pass to Plumlee. Harris outside. 5 to shoot. Over Gordon. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Vonleh. Vonleh's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Harris looking it over. It's Barton with the drive. Here's Plumlee. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Rockets leading by 15. Rivers kicks to House. Pass to Green. 1:44 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Rivers. Shoots from 14. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Rivers. 6 points for Jeff Green.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Rivers against Morris. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And the pass to McLemore. Here is House, guarded by Harris. Carroll against Barton. Rivers gets a wide-open look. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. Carroll passes to House. Kicks it to Rivers. The fadeaway. And it's Green. Missing. The Nuggets trail by 15. Harris with it. Now Green defending. Out to Morris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
15 seconds left to play in the third. Rivers surveying the D. Shot from the top of the key. And the shot is long. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. Jamal Murray is out there with Morris, and it's Grant in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Barton. Millsap trying to get open. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 11 points, and the basket from Barton.
Nice job by Barton that time, using the pick and roll. He's somebody that you can depend on to make solid decisions.
Rivers, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Denver.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Rivers. A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Michael Porter in for Monte Morris. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. No good on the second free throw. The Nuggets trail by 12. Murray, the pass to Barton. Outside, Porter, a three ball. And it's rebounded by Covington. Houston's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Over to the left wing. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Porter. Houston moving it around. Here's Rivers. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now here's Murray. Back to Jokic. Over McLemore. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Rivers on the wing. Here's Tucker. No good from 11 feet. The Nuggets trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Murray right side. Here's Jokic. He sinks the 11-footer.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now a timeout called by Houston. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Gordon's checked in for Daniel House. James Harden comes in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Murray kicks to Jokic. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Takes the 3. The offensive rebound. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket for Millsap.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Harden's shot is good.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal positions.
Trains the three-pointer.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. And it's Denver with the rebound. And it's Murray penetrating. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter. Outside Westbrook. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Denver calls timeout. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
And, you know, Kevin, he's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
For our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And his touch from long range has been money. Yeah, he's totaled 4 3-pointers on a very efficient night of shooting. And that's what turned a good game for him into a great one.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. Here's Westbrook. Gary Harris making his last shot. Another miss by Westbrook. Gordon against Porter. Banked in off the glass. And now just a 4-point Houston lead.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Tucker can't get it to go. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Jokic, he can't get that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. Here's Covington, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. He feeds it to Millsap. Here's Porter, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hardworking guy.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Rockets leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. Big shot on the way. That shot no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Harris inside. He He's against Gordon. Money! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls.
Shoot 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game. Now Murray. To the middle. In low. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Now here's Harden. It's good.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
For 3, Murray. The shot off that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Outside Porter, the tray, the shot, no good. So we see the Rockets get the win here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
Our consistency and our attention to detail. You know, we're a young team, but we got to focus on the small things. Our hard work is going to be enough as well.
Great effort tonight, James. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and...
It was a pretty close game until just the last couple of minutes there at the end, and the Rockets pulled away from the Nuggets there in game 2. Check out our website, jablamsports.com, for your series stats and information. But the Rockets are really controlling the series so far. So we'll see. And again, last game is coming up in a bit. Lakers. So check that out. All right, pause for a second. And remember, go to our website, jablamsports.com, for your series stats and information. Go to the website and then click on Simulation NBA, and then everything's right there.